Well, next month, the Texas Tribune will host TribFest in Austin, a series of panel discussions focused on politics, public policy, and the news.
KXAN's Tom Miller learned more about the guests expected to be there and the next big debate at the Capitol.
Texas Tribune co-founder and CEO Evan Smith joins us now. You just released the details of some of the key speakers for next month's Texas Tribune Festival. Who are you bringing in this time around?
Well, it's a real range of speakers, Tom. I'm excited that we've got both the familiar and the unexpected from Texas and around the country. Joining us at our all-virtual event this year, we have national speakers, people from the Biden administration as well as from the U.S. Congress, Republicans and Democrats alike. Everybody from U.S. Senator John Cornyn to Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. But then in Texas, we have everybody from Speaker Dade Phelan to the mayors of many of the big cities pushing back against Phelan's House and the Texas Senate on issues of local control.
Perhaps one of the next big talking points, one of the next big battles seems to be redistricting. A lot at stake with Texas gaining seats. Republicans are controlling that process. Is there a feeling that the GOP is going to end up gaining seats here?
Well, you know, this is an extension of the voting rights conversation. Voting rights and redistricting are essentially happening on very narrow parallel tracks along one another side by side. And many of the same litigation that you're now seeing on voting rights or that people are threatening on voting rights will certainly come back around on redistricting as it has in the past. The people in charge get to make the rules, unfortunately, or apply the rules in the way that they want. The rules are in place. And the fact is, when Democrats ran the state, Democrats redistricted to the advantage of Democrats and of Democratic incumbency. And so it shouldn't be any surprise to anybody that Republicans in charge are going to redistrict to the advantage of Republicans. It is believed that the last election cycle was one in which Democrats had a chance to get back into the conversation politically, ultimately didn't do it. And what that gave Republicans was a chance through redistricting to solidify their grip on power in this state for another 10 years. It is almost always the case, Tom, that in the first midterm of a new president's administration, the president's party suffers significantly in the states. This happened to Obama in Texas in 2010. It happened to Trump in Texas in 2018. And at least for now, the conventional wisdom is that the first midterm of the Biden administration is going to be tough for the Democrats in 2022, with Democrats potentially losing a bunch of seats in the legislature, potentially a couple of congressional seats, and that all born of the efforts by Republicans to draw maps favorable to their party through redistricting.
Evan Smith, Texas Tribune CEO, thanks for joining us.